Okay, sweet. Hopefully that mic is on. I'm gonna test my Bronco and I'm gonna do legs after this. Oh, I cannot deal filming myself in public right now, but it has to be done. I'm just gonna test my first Bronco. I haven't done one before, so it's a 1.2. It's to the 20, then back, then to the 40, back, then to the 60, and then you do that 5 times. Anything under 5 minutes is very nice time. It'll be interesting to see how I go. I thought I'd film the whole day of training and I'll go through a bit of explanation as I go. Thank you. As you can see, there's no lines here, so I don't know where a 20, 40 or 60 meter line is, so I'm just going to do a bit of a dodge and just use my my estimations of meters. I didn't bring footy boots either. Alright, I'm gonna put my timer on. Do we see this? We do not see this, I don't think. I'll start at 10 seconds. Alright, let's take this mic off. Oh. Oh. Holy f***, I felt slow there. Oh, that was disgusting. 4 minutes 40, I don't know how accurate that is just with the steps, but it wasn't easy. I'd like to say I did that correctly. I think I did. Okay, now legs after this. Let's pack up and let's get going. I'm just down the road with the gym. Okay, I don't know, that just sounds too good to be true, that number. But we'll look over the video and see if I actually did 5 times. Maybe I just did 4, but I'm still pooped. That was hard. But thanks for the Marucci Swanee Fields for providing the field, but not the lines, but that's okay. We'll be back and we'll do it again soon and see the improvement. Yeah, close that cap. Alright, tomato face is here. I'm still catching my breath. It's gonna be a good leg day. We're gonna start off with some Copenhagen's, a side plank exercise that's gonna be really good for developing the adductor, and as well as that, our obliques. The reason why this is such a good exercise is most people don't have strong enough adductors and obliques, if I want to put it simply. Our obliques are responsible for keeping our rib cage in a tucked position, more specifically our internal obliques. We have external obliques as well, but not to go down that rabbit hole, we want to make sure that our obliques are strong enough to be able to get us out of a flared ribcage position. If you see someone's posture and they have this really flared look to them, so they're kind of like this is usually reflecting that they don't have strong enough obliques to be able to keep that ribcage down. And our adductors are super important for many reasons, but mainly because
3 hours later.
with this exercise, I'll show you what the common mistakes are, because then you will have a much quicker path to be able to get this done correctly. I feel like my grammar whilst I'm talking right now is horrendous, but we'll get better with it. We'll get better with it. All right. So to do this exercise correctly, we want to make sure that our whole body is in a straight line. You're not going to be able to see it from this angle, but I will change that now. We really want to make sure that we have a straight line going from the foot all the way up to my shoulder or head. So we don't want to be like this. So we're too far forward, we're too far back. We want to make sure that we're in a nice straight line. We're having our arm up. We're not hyperextending our back. We want to be in a straight line. So this is the first variation you can do, but to progress it, you can do up like this or having your knee up like so. You want to be thinking about really crunching up and driving pressure in your foot that's on the bench down, so you really feel that adductor. And once we're up here, we don't want to drop these hips and we don't want to tip them like this. We want to make sure that our hips are parallel with the floor, and then we're holding this position. All right, so this is going to be my first working set. It's going to be 90 kilos. I hit, I think, 8 last week. Not the greatest numbers, but I'm already pretty fatigued, and I was last week as well. So I'm going to do 3 sets of this and then 3 sets of back squats. And ideally, I just want to maintain the 90 kilos and just see what numbers I can push out. So wish me luck. Let's go 100. Let's go 100. I haven't done back squats for a long time, over a year, until last week. And barbell front squats I wasn't doing for a good while either. I was just focusing on doing Zercher cable squats. You got a bar and you're going down and you're staying completely vertical, but I just want some tin to be thrown around again. So yeah, we're back on the barbell. We're gonna hit one more set of 100 on front, and then we'll go into back squats with 100, but with no heel elevation. Down. This is number one, this is number one, this is number one champion sound. Kanye, where you at, though? UK, we about to get down. Who killing them in the UK? Everybody gonna say UK. Reluctantly, cause most of this press don't fuck with me. Estelle once said, tell me cool down, down. Don't act a fool now. That felt buttery. I think I might have to go to 110 and try and go for 6. Yeah, let's try 110 on the second set and see how we go. Always like a fool, ow, ow, ain't nothing new now. He crazy, I know what you're thinking. Rapping, I know what you're drinking. Rap singer, chain blinger, holla at the next chick soon as you're blinking. What's your persona about this America? Alright, so I'm just editing this video now, and my camera died at this point, so I had to film with my iPhone. So I just did a filthy drop set and just went hard, baby. Really nice things. Really liking this boy. This is number one champion sound. Really nice things. Really liking this boy. This is number one. This is number one. This is number. Okay, the batteries have recharged a little bit so I can film again. I just did staggered trap bar deadlifts. Still figuring out what I should do next. Most likely I'm just going to do a foot or more RDL. These are extremely humbling. I really don't want to do them, but I should just get them over and done with, and then I'll superset that with a calf raise ISO, and then I'm out of here. On more RDL, what the aim of the game is to make sure that we aren't doing a hinge with compensations. We're going to think about, we've got a cliff face and we're trying to peek over, and we're going to stay forward like this. What a lot of people do is they just put their knee forward like that. But what we need to do is we need to put our whole center of mass over onto pretty much our big toe, and then we are hinging. We're going to hinge as far down as we can whilst maintaining our weight forward. We're not shifting back like this. We're staying over, and once we feel like our back's starting to round like so, we're going to come up and think about we're doing a hip thrust. So this is what a good rep looks like. We're going to have weights in each hand, but we're just warming up here. So That's probably my max here. I'm feeling a really big stretch in my glute, and then I'm coming up. And it will take a few goes to make sure that you're doing it correctly if it's your first time. I'm gonna grab probably 5 kilos in each hand. Now let's get into the first working set. We're gonna do 3 sets, and we're gonna superset it with the calf raise iso, which I'll show you how to do correctly in a second. As mentioned, we want to stay forward, and then we're hinging. Think about you're trying to push your pelvis as far back as you can to the wall. Keeping that straight back. Once you feel like you can't go anymore, without rounding your back, we're going to come up. I'm going to go for 8 here. That's right. With this exercise, you need a rest in between. Well, I know for sure I have to. When you're doing it right, it's a serious burn in the glutes and the hamstrings. All right, 5 more. I'm just going to do 7. That's 1 set done. Here's how to perform your calf raise iso. We are going to be in 90 degrees with both legs. So what I mean by that is we're going to be in a lunge position. Then I'm calf raising. I don't want to be too far forward. I don't want to be too far back. I want to be, so my knee, my front leg, my knee, and my foot is vertical with each other, and my hip in the back leg and my knee are vertical with each other, and then I'm holding this position. Hopefully that was a good example. I can't see my form right now, but it feels right. So I'm gonna hold this for 30 seconds on each side. This is great for building strength within a lengthened position of the quad, because most people's quadriceps have a lot of strength within a shortened position, but as soon as they lengthen it, they have a lot of issues, and that's why so many people have ACL injuries.
3 hours later.
I usually do this when I'm fresh, right at the end of a session. Staying nice and vertical. We don't want to go like this. We want to keep our ribcage tucked and shift our weight back. We don't want to be too far forward. Shift the weight back. Halfway, go on. All right. That's 1 set of the superset done. 2 more to go. Leg day, hey? They're long, but it's worth it. Okay, so here's me thinking I'm clever and saying that it's out of charge and just recording myself with a balloon. I wasn't doing nangs. I was just about to show you a PRI technique because I didn't do any PRI at the start of the session, which I usually do. So I'm just finishing off the session just after, of course, the other 2 sets of that superset. So yeah, this is just me talking more as per usual, and yeah, here's a video of me doing a bit of PRI. Thanks again for watching, guys. I wish I could have done a better conclusion than this, but this is what I've got. So with the short-seated balloon, we are working towards improving our internal obliques to pull that rib cage down into a better position to achieve a zone of apposition. This is going to be another topic that we'll go into more detail over soon. I'm rounding my back because I'm trying to allow better airflow to go into the posterior mediastinum and that is another topic that we'll go into more depth with very soon. I am editing this almost 2 months after I recorded this, so it's been a very busy couple of months, so more content coming soon, I promise.